Today, I wanted to talk about PMI insurance on your mortgage and let you know that it is a lot easier to drop your PMI insurance off your mortgage than you think. Hi guys, my name is Carly. I am a wife and homeschool mom of 5 boys. On my channel, I like to talk about budgeting, ways to save money, cheap and easy meal plans. If any of those things are interesting to you, then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. PMI insurance literally stands for private mortgage insurance. If you were like me and my husband, you probably have PMI insurance on your account if you put less than 20% down on your mortgage. PMI insurance is just kind of a way that the mortgage company ensures that they're going to get their money if for some reason you default on your mortgage before you have 20% equity value in your home. So it's kind of one of those necessary evils if you didn't have the 20% to put down on a house, but you still wanted to buy a home. So that was obviously us, and our mortgage insurance, the PMI, was $75 a month. And I was kind of been thinking about PMI ever since I learned about it, because I feel like it was something that, I don't know, I didn't really understand, or, was part of the loan. I'm sure they explained it when we were signing our papers, but I didn't really get what it was or whatever. Anyway, I ended up researching more about it. Everything I was looking at online said that the only way that you could get your PMI dropped off your mortgage was if you refinanced your home. And I don't know about you, but with interest rates the way they are right now, I was like, there is no way we are going to refinance our mortgage, because we will get a way worse rate than we currently have. Right now we have like a pretty good interest rate. And I was like, I'm not going to refinance it to save $75 a month. I think in the long run, I'll probably be paying more money. So I thought there has to be another way to get this dropped, because if I have the 20% or more equity in my home, like legally, I shouldn't have to be paying for this insurance. So my husband called up the mortgage company and we found out that yes, indeed, there is another way. All we had to do is have someone come out and take a few pictures of our house. They literally come in, they take pictures of every room in your house, and like that's it. Super easy. So you do have to pay to have your house assessed. I want to say it was about $190, which was actually less than I thought. I was anticipating at least $400 to like $1,000 was like the number that, I don't know, other people had told me they had to pay. But surprisingly, it was not as bad as I thought. So paid the money, and literally they like made the appointment to come to our house within that same week. We sent them the check, and super painless. Like I said, the lady came, she took pictures of every room, and then we just had to write down and let her know any upgrades that we had done to the house since we bought it. So things like, we bought a new construction home, so there was no washer and dryer. So buying a washer and dryer, we had put in a water softener, we got a garage door opener, like all those things add value to your house. So make sure that you write all those down and how much you paid for them, because that all goes towards raising the value of your house. And besides even getting these things done, we had a feeling that we had more than the 20% equity in our house, because we looked on Zillow, and the price that houses were selling around us was all way more than we had paid for our house. So we were pretty comfortable that we had more than the 20% equity in our home. So sure enough, we got our PMI dropped, and it was like 2 weeks later, we got a letter in the mail, and then we got our new bill for our mortgage. The only thing I wish that they had told us was what the value of our house was. They didn't tell us that, which is annoying. Maybe if I called the bank, I could ask and they would tell me what they did assess the value at. But the most important thing is that we did get the PMI insurance dropped. So I know that like $75 a month doesn't seem like a lot, but when you think of it through the length of your loan, If we had just left our mortgage the way it was, we didn't get our house reevaluated for like value, we wouldn't have had our PMI dropped until July of 2028. So that means we would have been paying that $75 a month for another like 5.5-ish years before finally the mortgage company would have dropped it. And I have heard stories that sometimes even then you do need to call them and like remind them to take it off, because I've had other people I know who said that their PMI wasn't automatically dropped. They still had to call and say, hey, we know we're at 20% equity, so you need to take this this insurance off. So I definitely would recommend that if you are getting close and you think that like you're close to that 20% equity in your house, I would definitely call and check with the bank and then make sure that they actually take that off, because sometimes they won't just do it automatically. I just wanted to give a mention to my Etsy shop. I have made some tools that I use myself to help me stay on track with my finances. I have grocery shopping lists on there. I have budgeting trackers. I have a financial tracker. I have a meal plan tracker on there. So if you guys wanted to give those a look, I will supply the link to my Etsy shop in my description box. Also, I will share the link right here on the screen as well. And it would mean a lot if you took a look. I wanted to let you know too. So when you do the math, $75 a month equals $900 a year. Like, just imagine what you could do with that $900. You know, you could like put that right back into your mortgage. For some people, like that might be their whole mortgage payment. Kind of depends on where you live. But then when you think about the whole life of our loan, that is saving us $4,725. That's how much money we're saving by getting our PMI taken off now instead of continue to pay for that insurance until 2028. So that is a pretty big deal. You know, you can make a couple extra mortgage payments on that and cut a couple years off your mortgage. Now, for us, we are not going to be putting that $75 monthly towards principal. We decided that we are going to budget that extra $75 and use it to pay off our debt, because we feel like that is kind of the most pressing thing right now. So I wanted to make sure that we didn't just like eat that $75 and it kind of got lost. So I made sure that I already added it to our April budget, and we will be putting that $75 towards paying off our credit card. If you've been following our financial journey, I will share like our most recent couple of videos up above here, but we have a decent chunk of credit card debt, all from car repairs. Both of our cars broke down at the same time. We just had our van break down again. Like, this is what happens when your cars are over 10 years old. They start to break a lot. So we definitely are kind of like, oh, do we get another car? But before we even think about that, we need to get our debt paid off. So it's going towards credit card, and then we also have a lot of medical debt. But I just wanted to share this video because I just thought, like, I don't know, if you were like me, you don't really think about like the amount of fees that are in your mortgage that aren't even actually going towards like paying your mortgage principal. So I thought if I could help even one person like look into maybe getting their PMI dropped and like realize that it's not a scary process, you don't have to refinance to get it done. There are other options. Just give your lender a call and let them know you're interested in it, and then they will give you the information so that you can take the next steps to get your mortgage paid off. I hope that this video was helpful to you, and if it was, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below if you are getting close to getting your PMI insurance off your mortgage. If you have any more questions, I'm no mortgage expert whatsoever, not a mortgage expert, but I'm happy to like answer any questions you have. But definitely know that there are other options to get rid of your PMI. You do not have to refinance your house. So there are other ways. All right, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.